Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the official draw of the AFC Champions League 2014 knockout stage. My name is Jamie Yeo and I'll be your MC today. On behalf of the AFC, I'd like to extend a thank you for taking the time out to attend today's exciting event and to witness what we hope to be a draw filled with highly anticipated, exciting matches. I now have the pleasure of introducing Dato' Windsor John, AFC Deputy General Secretary. And also, Mr. Simon Thompson, Head of Football, East Asia World Sport Group. This is an exciting moment in the AFC Champions League 2014 as we eagerly await the new stage of the competition. But before we begin the draw process, the AFC would like to announce the latest results of the 60 Minutes Don't Delay, Play campaign. As you're well aware, during the AFC Champions League group stage draw, we introduced the campaign aimed at increasing actual playing time in AFC competitions. Today, following the 96 matches played during the group stage and 16 matches in the round of 16, we are happy to announce that the ACL matches have clocked an overall average of 56 minutes and 8 seconds of actual playing time. This time is 4 minutes and 6 seconds higher than the average actual playing time of all the AFC competitions, which led AFC to launch this campaign. The average actual playing time for East Zone matches was 57 minutes and 6 seconds, while an average of 55 minutes and 10 seconds was clocked in matches played in the West Zone. What is more encouraging is the fact that out of 96 group stage matches, actual playing time of 21 matches crossed the target of 60 minutes. Let us now turn our attention to the video screen. We are confident of achieving our target by the time this campaign ends after the AFC Asian Cup 2015 in Australia next year. We would like the 8 participating teams in the knockout stage of the AFC Champions League to encourage their players to play more, which will also help us showcase attractive football to millions of fans across Asia. And now to kickstart the draw event, I would like to first present to you the highlights of the AFC Champions League 2014 group stage. And what a season it has been so far. I think that deserves a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this year's competition has clearly maintained its high level of performance, with 112 matches producing a total of 351 goals witnessed by millions of football fans across Asia. It is with great pleasure that I now give the floor to the AFC Deputy General Secretary, Dr. Windsor John, to give us his speech and to also introduce the AFC Champions League 2014 knockout stage draw process. Dr. Windsor, please.
Thank you, Jamie. Mr. Simon Thompson, Head of Football East Asia, World Sports Group. Representatives from member associations, participating teams, sponsors, guests from Special Olympics, AFC directors and staff, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to all of you to the AFC House, the home of Asian football, on the occasion of the official draw for the AFC Champions League 2014 knockout stage. On behalf of the AFC President, His Excellency Sheikh Salman bin Ibrahim Al Khalifa, and the AFC General Secretary, Dato' Alex Suse, I would like to congratulate all the 8 teams for making it to the knockout stage. Your team's outstanding performances in the group stage and round of 16 proves that your club is one of the best in Asia and deserves a place in the knockout stage. But then, the knockout stage is a different kettle of fish, and it takes the best of the best to move forward and win the AFC Champions League. This is the 12th edition of the AFC Champions League, which began in 2002-2003 season, following the merger of the Asian Club Championship and the Asian Cup Winners' Cup. We are extremely glad that the competition has grown in stature and popularity with increasing crowd attendances and TV viewership. A total of 46 teams from 19 countries took part in this year's tournament, which began in February with qualification playoff matches. And now, 8 teams from 6 different countries have made it to the knockout stage. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time that the teams from the East Asian and the West Asian zones will be separated until the best of the best West meets the best of the East in the home and away finals. Last year, the winners of ACL 2013, China's Guangzhou Evergrande, successfully reached the semi-finals of the FIFA Club World Cup in Morocco and only lost to eventual champions Bayern Munich. I hope this year's ACL champions will achieve even more success and advance to the final of the FIFA Club World Cup. I would like to take this opportunity to wish all the teams good luck for the knockout stage. Thank you very much. We now move on to the draw. And to assist me with the draw, please welcome to the stage AFC Player of the Year 2013 and Captain of the defending champions Guangzhou Evergrande, Zheng Ji. Zheng Ji, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
You have to speak louder, I think. Okay, just one question before we move on to the draw. You were the champions last year after so many matches, and you're still playing this year's Champions League, and you have made it to the knockout stage. So how do you compare last year's competition to this year's competition to this stage?
I think this year the competition is more competitive than last year. Out of 8 quarterfinals teams, it's quite close.
Quite close, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Now, let's move on to the draw itself. we have 8 teams that qualified, as you can see on the screen. 4 teams from the West and 4 teams from the East. From the West, the representatives are Al Saad from Qatar, Al Ittihad from Saudi Arabia, Al Hilal from Saudi Arabia, and Al Ain from UAE. From the East, we have Western Sydney Wanderers from Australia, Guangzhou Evergrande from China, FC Seoul from Korea Republic, and Pohang Steelers also from Korea Republic. And let me explain to you now the draw principles. It's an open draw, no seedings and no country protection. The quarterfinal will be played home and away. All the first drawn clubs in quarterfinal 1, 2, and 3, and 4 will host the first leg of the quarterfinals. And all the second drawn clubs in quarterfinal 1, 2, 3, and 4 will host the second leg of the quarterfinal. Semi-finals, there will be no draw for the semi-finals. It will be home and away. And the winner of quarterfinal 1 and quarterfinal 3 will host the first leg of the semi-final 1. And the winner of quarterfinal 2 and quarterfinal 4 will host the second leg of the semi-final 2. Final will be played home and away, and we need to determine who is the host for the second leg of the final. And for that, we will make a draw later at the end to determine the finalists host. The first drawn semi-final team will host the second leg of the final. Okay? Now the draw procedure, the draw starts from the club port for the West. We'll draw the West Asian team first. The first drawn ball will host the first leg of the quarterfinal, and the second drawn ball will host the second leg of quarterfinal 1, and the third ball will host the first leg of quarterfinal 2, and the fourth ball will host the second leg of quarterfinal 2 for the West, and the same procedure for the East. Are you ready? Yeah. Okay, good. So let me just put the clubs into the pot we have, just to make sure that we have all the right clubs. Al Saad, we have Al Hilal, Al Ittihad, and Al Ain. And in the East, we have Western Sydney Wanderers, Guangzhou Evergrande, FC Seoul, and last but not least, Pohang Steelers. Okay, let's start with the draw. We'll draw for the West, quarterfinal 1. Zhengji, please do your magic. Al Hilal, Saudi Pro League runner-up, Asian Club Champions winners in 1991 and 2000. Now, Al Hilal will play with the next team that is being drawn. Is Al Hilal here? Who do you like to play? Okay. Al Saad, winner of ACL in 2011, recently won the Qatar Emir Cup for the 14th time. Al Saad from Qatar. Thank you. Quarterfinal 2 for the West Zone. Al Ain from UAE, winner of the inaugural ACL in 2003 and runner-up in 2005. Recently won the UAE President's Cup. Now the team to play Al Ain. Al Ittihad. The only team to win ACL twice in 2004 and 2005. Okay, now we move on to the East. Quarterfinal 3. Pohang Steelers, current leaders in the K-League Classic and winners of ACL in 2009. Now to play Pohang Steelers in quarterfinal 3. FC Seoul, runner-up to Guangzhou Evergrande last year's ACL. Quarterfinal 4. To host the first leg, Western Sydney Wanderers, debutants in this season's quarterfinals, second Australian club to reach the ACL quarterfinals. And the opponent for Western Sydney Wanderers in the fourth quarterfinal is Guangzhou Evergrande, defending champions of the ACL, appearing in the quarterfinals for the third year in a row. Guangzhou Evergrande from China. Are you happy? Yeah. Okay. As I mentioned earlier, there is no draw for the semi-finals, and semi-final West will be between quarterfinal 1 and quarterfinal 2. Semi-final East will be quarterfinal 3 versus quarterfinal 4. Okay. Now we'll draw the finals. Semi-final West. Semi-final East. And as I mentioned earlier, the first drawn ball will determine who hosts the second leg final. Okay, the second leg final. The second leg final of the AFC Champions League will be hosted by semi-final West. And therefore, the first leg, Sanjeev, just to make sure, You're already thinking of the final. Okay, that's good. So therefore, the first leg of the two-leg finals will be hosted by winner of semi-final East. There you see on the screen the match schedule. The first match is on 19th August, quarterfinal West, first leg. 20th August, we'll have the quarterfinal East, first leg. 26th August, we have quarterfinal West, second leg. And 27th August, we have the quarterfinal East, second leg. 16th September, we have semi-final in the West, first leg. 17th September, semi-final East, first leg. 30th September, we have semi-final West, second leg. 1st October, we have semi-final East, second leg. The first leg final played in the East will be on 25th October. And the second leg final, hosted by the winner of the semi-final in the West, will be played on 1st November. We have a recap of the draw results. Quarterfinal 1, Al Hilal from Saudi Arabia versus Al Saad from Qatar. Quarterfinal 2 in the West, Al Ain from UAE versus Al Ittihad from Saudi Arabia. For the East, quarterfinal 3 will be between Pohang Steelers from Korea Republic versus FC Seoul from Korea Republic. Quarterfinal 4 will be between Western Sydney Wanderers Australia versus Guangzhou Evergrande from China. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the draw for the AFC Champions League 2014 knockout stage. And we would like to take this opportunity to wish all the teams the very best in your quest to become the champions of the AFC Champions League 2014. And thank you to Zhengzi.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That's right. A big thank you to Dato' Windsor John and of course to Zheng Zhi for assisting us with the draw today. I hope you guys were happy with the results. And I'd just like to remind everybody that the match schedule will be distributed to you after today's event. I believe that all teams are ready for the competition, and like what Dr. Windsor said, we wish you all the best on your journey in the AFC Champions League 2014. And may I also now turn your attention to the medium mixed zone and the flash interview zones behind you. We would like to encourage the media to conduct your interviews there, and there'll be plenty of photo opportunities for you there as well. On behalf of AFC, thank you very much for being down here today, and have yourself a great day. Thank you.